man, y'all here already. Oh my gosh. Hey Alexandria. Hi Janessa. Hey Grace. Hey Janet. How are y'all doing? Oh my gosh. Yo. My head is still like, what the actual F was happening during Besties Live? I was just like, why? Like what? Thursday of all Thursdays. Hey Sarah, so I'm still just like, what is that? What happened? Like, why? That was just craziness. Hey Sylvia, I'm gonna put on the sangria lip oil from City Beauty. I was trying to be like Janessa, because sometimes, we wait and see if it's like just an innocent comment. You didn't make me late, not at all. You didn't make me late, and I didn't want you to rush. But by the time I was typing it, you were already going. And I was looking for my link to put in the box since you had said to come over here, but y'all were quick. Yeah, but I wasn't late at all. But I was just like, what the hell is going on? And so sometimes, so I think of what Janessa said, how, like sometimes just to wait and see, like one comment, it might just kind of be like, and then the next one. But some of them, I was just like, nah. But one dude, well, I don't know if it was a dude or not, but it was innocent because when I removed their comment, they wrote, hey, I'm glad you're here. Every Monday and Wednesday, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, we are here. And sometimes Tuesdays if we do our members live on that Monday. So one person, I removed their comment, and then they wrote, my bad, I'm sorry. So I'm like, okay, that was the innocent one. But sometimes it's just like, when there's so much happening, it's just like, okay, look, no, we're not. We are not playing the wait game anymore. But anyway, oh my gosh. And I be feeling so bad for my bestie. Like, can we just do what we're here to do? So I'm going to do the intro. I'm putting away brushes that I washed yesterday, and then today I just left them here in front of my station. But, I be feeling bad, Grace, like that. Like, can we just do the live? I be feeling so bad. Hey, Sons of Ray. So what we're doing today is we're going to be swatching MAC Cosmetics. You may have seen a thumbnail. We're going to be swatching MAC Cosmetics. They're new-ish. Y'all, I'm still just like they're newish glossy lip liners and their newest glosses, their lip glazes. This is the Bio Beauty. Y'all see I need them. And it's really ironic, and I know I probably said it in a couple videos. It's ironic that I got them because, one, I don't line my lips that often. You're finally feeling alive today. You've been sick. I'm glad you're feeling much better. That's really good to hear. I forgot what I was saying that quick. Oh, it's weird that I wanted those products and I did go and get them because I very seldom even line my lips, and I'm not a gloss person. But it was just something about them that I was just like, ooh, I want to get that. And so I got that. So I went to the MAC store. I am going to do the intro, but I'm just letting y'all know what we're doing right now. So I think I purchased, it's a lot of items. I know it was like over 10 items. And I do get 40% off. One of the lip liners, and they're actually called Glossy Liner, MAC Lip Glazers. This one they didn't have in the store. They were sold out of this one. This one is root for me. And the woman there, she said that she would order it for me. They can ship it to me. She wasn't able to order it for me. So I'm just like, that's strange. So when I got home, I went online to order it. And when my account switched from just the regular reward program to the pro account, the discount automatically applies. Like I don't have to put in any numbers or codes or anything. But when I put it in my cart, it said discount does not apply. And I'm like, since when and why? This was the day after I got all of this stuff and the discount applied. So I'm like, And as far as I know, there is not a cap on what you can get. I know for NYX Cosmetics, it's a certain amount you can only spend like per year using your discount with them. And it's not a big deal because I get 30% off from NYX. Hey, Tony! How have you been? I've been meaning to message you, and then before I know it, another week went by. How are you doing? Um, or is that not Tony? Hey, Michelle. See, now I'm confused. Because I think hers is I forget. I don't think you're Tony. Shoe lady, you're not Tony, are you? I'm confused. Sometimes I am very easily confused. Um, and so I was just like, okay, because for NYX there is no cap. Well, there is a cap on how much you can buy, and I understand that because their stuff is inexpensive, and you can buy like almost everything in the store and just keep buying stuff. But okay, I apologize for calling you Tony. I think hers. You know what? Hers is the creative makeup lady, something like that. I apologize, shoe lady. I apologize. Um, and so I'm like, why is it not taken? So I waited a couple days. And I went back online to get it, and it did the same thing. It's like discount won't apply, and I'm like, I ain't spending $20 for that, $25 because my discount is like $15.60. I think it is definitely a Thursday. It's definitely. Thank you. It is definitely a Thursday. And so I was thinking like I do want to get it because I knew we were doing the swatch party tonight of all of this stuff, and so I'm like I do want to get it and not just get like one lip liner later and just do a whole thing because of that. Um, oh wow! I hope you feel even better tomorrow because going to work not feeling well is awful. And so I'm thinking like I don't want to spend my money. I don't want to spend $25 for this because I'm used to the discount, right? And then I'm like, I have a gift card. I had a $50 gift card. They act like the world is on fire, right? And I'm like, oh, I do have a gift card. I had a $50 gift card somebody gave me, and I just been sitting on it because I'm like, there was nothing I wanted, and so I got two. There's a paper. Oh, I have it here on the website. They show pairings of the lip glazers with the lip witch majiggins, and so I wrote down what was what so that I can like show you the pairing on my face, of course. But yes, definitely put yourself first. They can do absolutely, Michelle. I was trying to find the eyes emoji and they started acting out before I could get there. Oh my gosh, it was awful because usually I'll do, click report, like if it's something really just kind of out there. But then before I can even do that, they were commenting other stuff. So I was just like removing comments. And I was just like, this is just crazy. Like, why? Like, read a book or something. But, so I wanted to have this for the days. And so even though with no discount, because then at first I'm like, I'll wait till Ulta has 20% off prestige items and this and that. And then I'm like, I still wanted to have it for tonight to swatch. So that's how I justified it. And so I got two. So it was $50. Rakuten was having 6% cash back. And so this one is the one that I wanted. One of the two that I wanted. Because I only purchased one in store. This is Root for Me. And this one, because of how the picture of this paired with one of the lip glasses, I'm like, I'll get it. But look at the color though. I'm just like, and I saw it in store and I didn't get it. But then I'm like, I'm just going to get it. So anyway, I'm going to do the intro. And then we're going to, I didn't look at the time when I put these on. That's some shit I wish I could say I really feel what I really feel. Hey Tanya, hey Janet. But I was not built with a hate confrontation at work or feeling like people are upset with me. Aw. Sometimes though, I try, when I was working, I tried to be that way, but then sometimes it was just like, F it. And I'm just like, look. But let me do the intro. Hello again and welcome. Thank you for the replay crew if you're just now tuning in. If you're new here right now, which I think all of you have been here before, thank you for coming back. And of course, my name is Dion, and Dion loves makeup. I call this the Crazy Troll Nation. Why? The crazy, just knowing it's okay to be your authentic self in a world where people, in a world where people try to tell you who and how you should be. Be your authentic self. The troll part is not caring too much about the beauty community standards. You set the standard for yourself. Try not to feel like you need to use a certain brand, a certain tool, or a certain technique because that's what they're telling you in the video. Wear whatever you want to, whatever brand, whatever technique, whatever tools to get your makeup on in a way that you are satisfied with it. Here at the Crazy Troll Nation, we believe in self-acceptance and self-love, embracing our natural features, enhancing them if we want to, when we want to, but never feeling like we have to. Love yourself for who you are and for how you look, even when you're not wearing face paint. So that's our intro. 2 tidbits about me. Sometimes I curse because I curse. And there's an organism that lives in my throat that randomly hiccups, gurgles, and belches. I try to be aware of it to say excuse me, and sometimes I don't hear it until like I'm watching it after it aired on YouTube. And I'm just like, you really ain't hear or feel that in your throat. So, but that's here, and I feel it. I felt it important to go ahead and do the intro now because I almost cursed a couple times earlier. And I know all of you that are here right now and have been here before, and so y'all know. And so with the intro is more so for new people who are watching the replay. So I am going to just put on a base face because I think it'll just look better because my face will be one color. Y'all, I am back to the fashion fair. You will still see some videos where I am using the cashew, and I'm like, oh, we're almost done the Fenty. The Fenty is officially gone. Yeah, but because of how I schedule out videos, you still may see a few of those. Y'all funny when y'all be battling over who got the spot, the number 1 spot. This is also from City Beauty that they sent to me, brightening eye cream. I just have a habit of putting this on now before I do my face. I'm going to use y'all for my mirror. So we're going to put that there and then put on concealer. And I'm thinking maybe I'll just do concealer and just leave it. Hey, Joe. Hi, Sophie. I was having a flashback of Bestie's videos because sometimes it start like that and then it just goes to the far left super quick and I'll just be like, what the hell? We're going to use the NY11 from Natasha. I put too much on this side. I do think though my under eye is looking better since I implemented those 2 new products. But I've had this double bag. Why does it look like a double bag over here now? I have had bags since I was in my 20s, and so for me it's not like, oh, I have aging skin, unless my skin was just always old. I don't know. So that's what that is. But so I am excited to swatch these items, but y'all know what though? I had to pull out extra storage for my lippies, and I'm going to have to really be conscious of using these products because, as I said, I very seldom line my lips, and y'all know this, and I very seldom line my lips, and so again, I'm just like, it was just something about it that was just calling me, and I didn't get them right away, but then it just kept coming back in my mind, like, go ahead and get it, go ahead and get it. And so I feel kind of weird because, and I have enough lip stuff for my kit. So it's not like, okay, I'll just use it once and don't double dip and put it in my kit. Like I have enough stuff. This is the Fenty Primer Foundation. Thank you, Janessa. Hey, KK. Yo, I was in KK's live last night. Part of it. Well, actually this morning. I think I signed in at like 1 something in the morning, and I remember Kay, you were saying that sometimes yours be like 6 hours, 8 hours, and I'm like, damn, they be partying over here. And I was on my computer doing work, so I'm like, I'll just, every now and then I would just look over, and then I would leave some comments. But I was like, she was not playing. And I had looked at your site before, KK, so I knew you weren't playing. I was just like, wow, like this is a party over here. And the reason I was asking if you do lives on Saturdays was because I'm thinking of doing a late night live. Well, we'll be early morning though. Hey, Portia, thank you for being here. Um, if you see someone named Dawn R that comes in, she's the one that had gifted memberships, and one of those is what went to you. So I'm glad that you're here. Portia and I know each other in person. So I was always like, I was excited when she was the recipient to one of the gifted memberships, and it lasts for 30 days. So if you are a frequent on YouTube, I would love to have you join. But if you're not, then it's only $2.99 a month. But these days, that $2.99, that could go towards a little bread and stuff. The prices are just crazy. We're going to take the N12. Do I even want to do all of this? Because we are just going to powder down and then get with the swatches. So, and something's coming up. So Portia and I will actually see each other again in person in like a little over a month. And so I'm excited about that. Because y'all know how you have people in your life that like you're real cool. Oh, okay. Thank you, Portia. I appreciate it. How you meet somebody and like you're real cool, but just be life and before you know it, like so much time went by. And so this particular thing that's coming up, we're always like, are you going? Yeah, are you going? Yeah, I'm going. Then we're like, ah! So we could actually sit face to face and chit chat. So that's always really cool. And so, yeah, but Kate wasn't playing, y'all. Kate was not playing. Hey, Tanya. Was not playing. I love your moderators, Kay. Because one, every now and then we'll put, make sure y'all thumbs up, make sure you subscribe. And I'm like, yeah, that's what's up. Yeah, but they be partying over there. Man. All right, that's all we're going to do for that. Today's, just as a repeat, we are going to be swatching MAC, the newest lip liners, and they're glossy ones at that. And some of their new it always looks like there's like a gap right here, and I know I put foundation in there. You know, there might be a shadow or something. I don't know. All right, let me catch up. Holiday, not holiday. Amazon Prime. Yeah, Portia, we got a good crew over here. We really do. I guess for $1.95. Oh, if you have Prime. For Wawa, if you save, I feel like I say that funny. They have a reward system, and so I will, if I'm in a pinch and I'm in a rush, I will go there for gas if I have like enough to get like 30 cents off per gallon, or 50 cents off per gallon, because their gas prices is like hella outrageous. And I'm like, there is no way, because I can get gas for like $2.80 at BJ's, and so why would I spend like $3.30 something at Wawa? But yeah, so this is my fashion fair, y'all. I missed it. I've done one video with it so far, and even though I look bright here, this is my natural color. So when I go outside, this is how it looks. Well, it looks natural, whereas the cashew powder, when I put it on, it looks good here, but then when I go outside, I'm looking a little red. I miss this powder so much. I missed it so much. Kroger is good for cents off too. I got 40 cents off for the end of the month. Okay, yeah, gas prices, y'all. Y'all, what do y'all think? Not that we're going to talk politics. I'm just making up stuff while I do my base face. I'm not even going to do, I didn't want to do bronzer. Randomly pulled medium level 7. What do y'all think? Yeah, they are. They are. Okay, I was like, damn, they be on it. I'm a mod for Joe Beauty 87's lives. Hers was, she just had hers just now, and it was off the hook. I'm like, where do they come from? Like, what the hell? And I was going to put her live on my TV, but I'm like, then I can't, do what I needed to do. But it was just insane. It was insane. Just like, y'all need a hobby. Read a book or something. All right, we're going to get into these swatches. All you have to do is link a card and it automatically discounts. And they had $1 off per gallon over the holiday. What? That was a good deal. What do, what do y'all think of this Epstein nonsense? And somebody said that he's at the point now of insulting his supporters' intelligence. And I'm like, he's been doing stuff. Because he'll say something, go back on it, say something, and then say it never happened. So he's been doing this, right? So I'm just like, okay, so why now is he insulting their intelligence? Like, he's been doing that. They just were in denial about it. But about the e-files. About the e-files. And in the beginning, while he was on the trail, he was like, you know, we're going to release the files. We're going to release the files. And then when they got the files, they reviewed the files, and he's like, oh, this was the silliest thing. Then he said Obama and Clinton wrote the files. Then the party voted not to release the files. And then he said the files don't exist. The fuck? Like, make it make sense. I'm just... And you're right, Tanya. And he fired the prosecutor that prosecuted E, and the other person that's still in jail for those things. So I'm just like... And the thing is, Alexandra, people act like they don't know. And I'm just like... My face is looking weird. I'm just like, how, like, make it make sense. Make it make friggin' sense. And people still be following him, going by everything he say. Oh, yeah, we'll release the files. And then it's like, oh, we're not going to release the files. And then a reporter, he was doing an interview. She asked, would you release something? And he said, yes. And then they said, well, would you release the e-files? And he said yes, but then maybe not, because, you know, it's fake news in there that the Democrats made up, and it'll destroy a lot of people's lives, and so we might not release those. Whose lives, sir? Oh, but then you're saying they don't exist, so after you said Obama and Hillary made it up. And keep in mind, when E was prosecuted, it was during the first administration, back when he was 45. So, okay. So this is my receipt from the back store. Down here is just nothing. And up here is just like transaction stuff. But yeah, y'all, I just went in there to get a couple of these, and I thought it was only 3 of the glosses. But when I went in the store, there's like 9 of them. And I'm like, oh. So I swatched them all, picked out the ones I wanted to get. So these are 2 of the MAC Lip Glazer Glossy Lip Liners. Keep in mind, I seldom line my lips. I'm just like, girl. And it was easier to just be like impulse buy other stuff because the discount, and this is the one I purchased in the store. Impulse buy 100%. I was at the register and I saw this. And that's probably the best course of action, Tanya says for sure. Yeah, and when I do watch the news, when I do watch it, it'll be MSNBC on YouTube. And so their videos are less than like 10 minutes long. So it's real quick in and out. And that's about as much I can take. I might watch 3 in a row. And after that, I'm like, okay, I need to find a movie to watch or go back to something else. I can't decide between Ruby Woo and Russian Red. So I'm going to get both, even though they're only a shade apart. Have you swatched them to see in person, like which one you might like better? Excuse me. Tanya says, guess what I did? I bought more stuff from... Tanya, I told you, just get that Pat bundle and to subscribe to YouTube Premium. It doesn't matter now because you already bought it and you did the video. Full transparency on your part, which I'm like, okay, I respect that. Because I would have been like, I ain't buying nothing. She was like, this is how much I spent. This is what I got. I don't know which one is lighter. She has a video on it here on YouTube, Michelle. And because she just started doing videos again, which I'm glad you did, Tanya, it won't be hard for you to find it, Michelle. Kay says she thinks that Woo is darker. So I was at the register paying for all this other stuff, and I saw this, and I thought it was a lime green mascara. So I pick it up, and I'm like, oh, Squirt Plumping Gloss Stick. And y'all know I use the City Beauty lip oil. This is the daytime one, and I have a nighttime one. And y'all know I have a couple of their plumping lip glosses. And y'all know I'm not into the plumping anyway, but the City Beauty one doesn't burn. And so the chick was like, oh, well, let me show you over here what they look like. Because this was sitting by itself. It was like the only one there. So I'm like, oh, whatever it is, it's sold out. So I'm thinking it's a mascara, but it's not. So the plumping lip gloss. So she takes me over to the display. I feel like I'm yelling. I have not had Mountain Dew today. And she swatches it on her hand, and she's a little bit lighter than me. Actually, she's like probably the complexion of my hand, which is not like what my face looks like at all. And I'm like, ooh. And then she's like, oh, and I told her my favorite lip color is a black. So she's like, oh, this one is a black. So she swatches this one. Y'all see I got it, right? And then this one, I'm just like, years ago, I did have, y'all know Max Retro Matte Liquid Lip Color in Caviar is my favorite. I used to have this one. I repurchased it. This is High Drama. That's the color. We're going to swatch that too. So I was just like... And I purchased 5 of their... I'm a whole clown. I don't even be wearing glosses. Lip Glass Non-Sticky Gloss. And I did swatch them all. I got 5. And prior to that, because I wanted more eyeliners for my inner rims and lower lash line, I got colors I didn't have. So we're going to swatch these two. This is a repurchase. This one is Pool Shark because I noticed Hellbent because I did actually use up Hellbent. So we repurchased that. And we're going to backtrack to swatch all of my other... When I went like this, it looked like it was something in my nose. But that's just my skin over here, like the tan part. Y'all, I be tripping. Y'all like, girl, why are you like being so detailed about the inside of your nostrils? Because I'm just like an upfront person like that. I can tell you this though, nobody can tell on me for something that I didn't already tell on myself for. So it's like, say what you want, they already know. Just that's what caught me. Well, one of the things that caught me about the Eminem movie 8 Mile, when Papa Doc had said all that stuff, and one of his friends, he was saying, I don't know what I'm gonna rap about or whatever, and one of his friends said, well, just say everything that he would say. And that's what he did. He said, you would say da 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 da. And when Papa Doc, it was his turn for the battle rap, he choked. He didn't say shit. So like I say everything you would say. What you gonna say? What you gonna say? Just like if I call me a troll, what you gonna say? So these are, I'm putting away the Sephora ones. These are my current eyeliners I use from MAC Color Excess gel pencil eyeliners. These are the ones I currently have. These are the new ones. We're gonna swatch them all. We're gonna swatch them all. Do you all put you heard the squirts are very soft, too soft. They look like the Fenty gloss sticks, and so I already know, like, I wouldn't keep them in my car anyway, but yeah, somebody did say they left theirs in their car, and when they put it on, it just went everywhere. But do any of you put a little on and spread it out with a finger? You could use a brush if you don't like a finger. I do have a cloth here. Yeah, but I'm doing swatches on my face, and so I'm not even gonna. But that's a good tip, Janessa, for when I do use them. You have a bunch of those Squirt gloss sticks. If you end up liking them, they are 50% off. Oh, when Ulta has 21 days of beauty, and 50% is better than my 40%. I knew you do, Tanya. Quite a few of y'all love y'all glosses. I'm a liquid lipstick girl. They were kind of quick. I'm not on camera. But you know what? You're filming. I'm not on camera either. This is my phone. Everything you see. Well, there was a time when I was on lives on my laptop over at my desk. But you don't need a computer. Ice cream box is your current obsession. I saw your video. Oh, I talked about you, Michelle. The video airs next week, I think. The one when one of your kids was in the video and it was a spider thing, and I mentioned it, that reminded me of Jerome. Who in here remembers Jerome from like a year or so ago? Because I left her a comment about Jerome, and I hadn't thought about him since like forever. But do you guys? Yeah, Janessa, Tanya has, I think, maybe 3 now. I think. Fenty Dewdrops, another powder blush, and the lip. Tanya. I really do think you should get YouTube Premium. If you pay annually, it's $130, I think, which comes out to $13 a month. Like if you break it down, and I remember saying before that if y'all spend more than $13 a month, just go ahead and pay for Premium. That lump sum seems like a lot, but it does save versus if you get it monthly. It costs like $16 or something. Hey Deirdre, you're not late because we ain't even start yet. I'm just still here running my mouth and just talking background stuff. So just to recap really quick, I very seldom line my lips, but I purchased some of the matte glossy lip liners. I very seldom use lip gloss. I bought 5 of their newish lip glosses. These are my current eyeliners that I use for inner rims and lower lash line. Like a week or so ago, I purchased the shades I didn't have. So we're going to swatch all of this stuff. So that's what we're doing today. Who in here, like, do any of you in here put, I know Janet does, put either eyeliner or shadow or both? Because I put eyeliner, I put the gel pencil liner under here, and then I put on shadow. Does anybody else in here put color on their lower lash line? For me, it just evens out like all the stuff that I'll be doing up here. And honestly, it looks like it's something there now, and it's not. That's just my wonderful discoloration. Sometimes it serves a purpose. You put an ice cream, you put an ice maker too. I'm getting all my little heart's desires this for your birthday. Okay, y'all know I say treat yourself anytime just because you love you. Yeah, I don't wait for a day. Like me personally, I don't wait for a day. I'm like, if I want something, I'll think about it, look at what my bank is saying, and then I'll get it. You use both, Deirdre? So does Shoe Lady. Color for Sure says Janessa. Sometimes liner as well. Janet does both. Okay. Janessa loves a liquid lip, especially for shows, but for recording, I've been playing more with glosses and stick lipsticks, and you've been enjoying it. And that's what I'll probably be doing, which to me, I'm like, I don't know if I'm going to feel like that's a waste or not, because I don't. So what we're going to do first, we're going to do caviar. Y'all know I love this. I just opened this one in March because the other one I had for like years and it started getting a little dry. Hey Monique, how are you today? You do liner and shadow? Yeah, for me the liner serves as a base for the shadow, but even if I forget, the shadow still shows up. But yeah, I love that. So I always keep a backup of this. I didn't purchase another backup since I just opened this one. So we're going to swatch this. Y'all know I love a black lip. And then we're going to swatch this one because this is the next darkest shade. And I'm just like, where are we going to put this? Because we got a lot of stuff to swatch. We want to put this gloss and long hair don't mix. I heard people say that now, like it's important for a gloss not to be sticky because if it's windy out or if you turn your head, your hair is like, it ain't going to move. Yeah, I can relate to that, Kay. I have that problem all the time. Tanya says she rarely does lower liner because she has small eyes. Shoe Lady's asking if anyone has purchased the Nessa Myricks Color Fix Sticks. So this is caviar from MAC. I have not. My heart and soul loves that woman, but her products, my skin is like, girl. So this is caviar. Y'all know what that look like because y'all be seeing me use it. Tanya says she's seen them, but she's not tempted. Thankfully, because you would buy it, Tanya. Tanya, I'm just like, as long as you ain't going into debt over it. This shit, y'all, look, I put my labels on already. Yesterday I was doing labels. No, but you're curious. They do look really nice though, but my face don't like her formulas. My heart and soul loves her to pieces, but her makeup, my skin is like, girl. This is High Drama, described as deep dark plum. Y'all know if the label's on it, it's staying. I'm always tempted. Ooh. Ooh. I'm always tempted, but I never use shadow crayons. I'm going to resist. I watched a video on DM Shadows. Says Alexandria sticks, and they look beautiful in neat packaging. And if this is high drama, and I did try the color fixes, my eyelids was like, bitch, no. My lids was burning. And then I tried to use them like for a blush. I just could not get past that learning curve. I could not, and I kept trying. And so I'm like, let me just try it as a lip. I tried it as a lipstick a few times. I just could not get the hang of it. And so I'm like, okay. So this is Caviar. This is High Drama. If you like a dark lip, and this formula is my favorite liquid lipstick formula. My second would be the Notoriously Morbid ones, and my third would be the Sephora ones. But I have quite a bit of the Sephora. We are going to do a swatch party for those. It's already scheduled. But I get more of the Sephoras than MAC because this is the darkest color. This is the next darkest, and then they go lighter. Whereas Sephora has all the funky colors, which, you know, fun colors, funky in a good way. And so that's why I have a lot of those. And so we're going to put that there. We're going to do these because there's only 3. Squirt Plumping lipstick. No, lip plumping gloss stick. I'm going to put one of these on my lips because when I was looking on the website, it says, you know, feel the tingle or something. I'm like, oh hell, if this shit burns. So I am going to put one of these on. You're interested in LV Beauty, that drops this for Pat McGrath. Is the... Yes, I am so excited. I saw on Instagram a show that she did, and one of my friends was like, it's Regal. And I said, that's Pat McGrath. That is Pat McGrath. I'm like, she is living her best life. So people who are like, Pat McGrath Labs brand, I'm like, what Pat McGrath Labs brand? She is living her best life, and I love it. We're going to put the black one on. Oh no, I know I should have bought my brow pencil. Sorry about Amicole. I'm excited for her because you know why? She's able to do what she does best. Is the shows and all the avant-garde and the high fashion. And so I am really excited for her. So this is, y'all see I got a label on it. So hopefully it doesn't burn. So I'm going to put this one on and wait to see what it feels like before I do these two. DM is definitely a bit pricey. You used to get a lot of product for the money though. Yeah. Not the City brand as a fave. Not the City brand as a fave liquid lipstick. I don't have any of their liquid lipsticks. I have their glosses that they sent me. And their lip oils, this one and another one. And their brightening eye cream. And I did repurchase, well, purchase, period. Their day oil and their night oil. So that tells you how much I love their oils because I actually paid my money for them. But they don't even have lipsticks. They just have those lip glosses. And so speaking of liquid lipsticks, yeah, it'd be MAC first, then Notoriously Morbid. Depending if it's that opaque formula, because some of them really thin and you got to build them up. And some, as y'all saw, the last live stream, they were just, I was just like, oh, that's my second favorite formula. And then Sephora, because sometimes Sephora, after a while, I can feel it on my lips, like as it dries, and then like maybe 20 minutes later, I'm like, oh yeah, I got Sephora on. So we're gonna put this on. Well, the glosses are so opaque. I thought they do look very opaque, but yeah, those are glosses. All right, let's take this out. So this just comes out this way. So this is what I was saying about it. Looks like the Fenty. Y'all can probably hear the clips. Y'all, last night I was tempted to jump on and do a live stream because we had another thunderstorm. And it was louder than it's ever been, even in like my live streams I've done. And it was just like rolling and cracking. I was just like, damn. It was hella loud. Where I wouldn't have had to say, do you hear that? It was just like booming. I was like, damn. And I'm like, should I just jump on a live real quick just to be like, do y'all hear that? And I'm like, that'd be silly. But y'all know I'm silly. So we're going to put this one in this shade. It smells nice. I done threw the box away. Y'all know I'm keeping this. But yeah, I'm like, that would have been foolish. This shade is, you know what, y'all? I done put the label. It's a label on it. This is Jet, and it says this is black. So This right here makes me think of Kaboom from Fenty. The way it shows up. You know, I feel the tingle already, slight tingle. But even for the City Beauty ones, it might be like 15, 20 seconds, and then I'll feel a slight tingle, and then before I know it, like I don't feel it again. So I tried to time it, like how long I feel it. Yo, this is melting down. Are my lips hot? Or am I pressing too hard? And I only, I see what you were saying, Janessa. Yeah, these, yo. It's pretty. I mean, it's not anything revolutionary. I think what's supposed to set it apart is because I got some on my tongue. It's because it is supposed to be plumping. So I'm just like, you can't wind it down. Ugh. I put on too much. Too much. And the shape of my lips doesn't help either. And you can't wind it down. I did only wind up a little bit at a time. And I think maybe I was being a little too much. So I'm just cleaning up around the edges. Y'all know I do not like messes. It's on my tongue. Ugh. Then you gotta dispense a little at a time. Yes, I'm glad I did only turn it up a little bit. But even doing that, like Janessa was, it did like just melt right down. And then I'm like, it doesn't taste good. I mean, it's not horrible, but it's like, somebody got your spot. Y'all be funny when y'all be trying to get the #1 spot for comments. Yeah, they are, and that's how it felt, and that's like it melted. That is, I need a mint. You're having a killer thunderstorm now. What state in the United States are you in, Alexandria, if you don't mind, and you don't have the answer? Gloss is your favorite lip product, Deirdre? Mine is liquid lipstick. Because I do not reapply. I do not. This is cute. But it looks like this. I don't feel... Do I feel the tingling? It is cute. So if I want a little something... Yeah, I'm glad you're safe. Do they at least have a tint? This is the tint, because my lips are more pink than this. If you're talking about these. #1 is Alexandria, because I can see it next to their name. It's a crown, a number sign, and then a number. You're in North Carolina? Okay. I'm up in Delaware. You know, Dawn shows up. I know. Used to live in North Carolina. So this is Jet, which is a black. I don't feel it tingling anymore. That's a good thing, because at first I was just like, I don't know. If you click on the purple crown showing your XP, it'll show you the ranking. There are about a dozen of us tied for second. Oh, I didn't even know it did that. I'll just see, you know, what #1, 2, or 3 is. Live in Asheville. This one is, I just wish it was titled something different. I feel like this is Too Faced. How they had, was it Too Faced, or yeah, they had those sexual names. Like Squirt is the name of this one, and it says it's a lime green. So I'm gonna take that off. So I'm looking to make sure I don't turn up a lot. Okay, we're going to put this here. It took off my foundation. Let me... I don't have any paper towels handy. Oh, you know what? I got cotton swabs here. Yeah, the packaging. I thought it was a mascara, and I was so excited. We're just gonna take my foundation out of here. I do want to say I see a hint of lime. Let me know if y'all see it or if I'm just seeing things. They look clear to me. Because I'm seeing a different color here than like my face. Does anybody else see it or not see it? Tanya doesn't see it. But I am seeing a hint of color. Does anybody else see it or no? See, this place jelly glosses are good. A little hint of color, but it's very subtle. Definitely very subtle. And so I wonder, like, what this would look like. Messy. What this would look like, and I didn't think to bring a paper towel over here, and I don't want to, like, completely destroy this cloth. So I'm just using a lipstick applicator. I wonder what these would look like over liquid lipsticks. It's my makeup trash bag. And maybe we'll do that later if I don't forget. But you have to pack it on to show. And I wouldn't pack it on because it's so soft. Because even that bit is from here to down here. How much are they? Oh, let's look at my my receipt. They're $26. I paid $15.60 for them. We'll see. If I remember, we'll put them over top of a lip gloss. I mean, no, a lipstick. This one, I don't feel it. So that little tingle came and went really quick, which is good. This one is Violet Beta, and it says it's a purple. I'm gonna put that here. Okay, that's a subtle shade. I'm gonna just use my finger this time and wipe my finger on this cloth over here. Y'all know I don't like stuff that's messy. All right, so those are the three. Let me get my foundation off of there. So these are the three squirts. I just wish it was named something else, but you know, I bought them anyway. So. All right, so now we're going to get to, yeah, but I can see this one, but it is very faint. On my lips, it might not show up as anything, just like the black didn't really show up as anything. We're going to do the 3 lip liners. And we're going to kind of pair them with what they showed on the website. $10 max for how it's performed. 27 with chapsticks is okay. That's why I love that discount. It helps a lot. It helps a lot. Because I'm just like, because I wasn't going to get this one. Then I'm like, oh, I have a gift card. Even though I could have maximized it by purchasing during a sale. But I did really want to have it to swatch with all the other stuff. I didn't turn my thermostat down, y'all. I'm starting to feel warm. So this one is Night Moth. And we're going to put that. And I like that it's retractable. Let's see how much is in here. Yo, if I drop this and it breaks, it is still okay. This is how much product is in there. So we're winding it back down. I read somewhere that they were inspired by Squirt, the grapefruit soda. Oh, and green was the first shade they did and gave it the same name as the line. Okay. I would be so nervous doing that. I know, and I'm sitting, I'm holding it tight, but I'm thinking if I drop this, it's just gonna break off. Because y'all know I'll be dropping stuff. Y'all know I'm clumsy. So we're gonna put, what is this? Night Moth. We're gonna put this right here. And I'm not pressing heavy, because this is a gel pencil. So that's Night Moth. And that's how it shows up on my skin. But it would be on my lips, so I don't even know if that would make a difference or not. And then we're going to swatch Root for Me. And we're going to put that next to it. Root for Me was the darkest one. I'm using y'all for my mirror. That's Root for Me. Now y'all see why I wanted that one, because it's dark. This one I didn't get in the store, in the Mac store, but I got it today. This one is Marrakesh. This one I think said like an orange brown or something. This is what this looks like. So this, when I put it on my lips, it'll just blend in to my lip line, because my lip line, you see, is darker than the interior part of my lip. So that's Marrakesh. So those are the 3 glossy liners. And the reason I want to do those first is we're going to pair them according to how they had it on the website, and on the Meg website, and on the Sephora website. So for Night Moth, they paired it with Sublime. This is Sublime. This is Night Moth. And so we're going to swatch it. I do feel like a clown because I seldom use lip glosses. But look, it's so pretty. And yeah, I got my labels on them already. This is described as a plum with red scatter pearl. So we'll see. So we're going to put this with this because that's how they paired it on the website. And so remember, the lip glaze is a gloss. No, excuse me, lip glass is a gloss. And so it's not going to be a whole lot of color. But this is what it looks like. And you can, of course, put it over top of your lip liner if you want to, and it'll make it look shiny. So that's what that looked like. It looks so good online because I was not going to purchase that lip liner. So that is Sublime. Now we're going to take Accolade, which is what they paired with Root for Me, which is this color. I almost didn't get this one, but then I did. This is described as Golden Sheen, so that tells you it ain't a color. I have Sublime, says Monique. Hey Monique, were you here before? I'm sorry if I didn't speak to you earlier. Hello and welcome. You have Sublime, and it paired with the original Night Moth and also the original Root for Me. Okay, that's good to know. So this is Accolade. And so this, excuse me, okay. Because I do try to make sure I speak to everybody. So this is really not a color. I just hit my nose. So let's put it over. So that's what that looks like. It does feel nice though. Well, on my forehead. It does feel nice. And now we're going to take Frosting. I almost didn't get Frosting because, look at it. But when I read the description, I was like, oh, white mask with red pearl. And when I swatched it, I was like, oh, hey, good vibes. And they had that one paired with Marrakesh, this one here. So that's what that looks like. So when I go this way, it ain't there. And here it's just a shine, but then look how it looks. So yeah, yo, I don't even use these kind of products. So I'm just like, what the hell? Like, what the hell? Yeah, Sublime and paired it with Night Moth. Sublime. Oh, okay, yeah, I did that pairing. So those are those 3. There's 2 more. This one is Aesthetic. Yo, I am like really sitting here, like I really purchased these. I do think they'll show up a little different, but not much different on my lips, because regular lip glosses, the reason I don't buy a lot of lip glosses, because they were calling my name. I don't know what sorcery was going on, but when I seen them, I was like, ooh. And then I'm like, I seldom line my lips, and I'm a liquid lipstick person, but it just kept coming back to my mind, like, I don't know, they put a spell on me or something, because, so I am going to have to use them. This is Aesthetic, and it's described as deep brown with red undertones. And so I kind of feel like I would use them for videos, but y'all know I do bold colors on my lips in videos, the same as I do for when I go out. So this is Aesthetic. I know, I felt weird too, because I kept thinking, like, I seldom line my lips. I'm a liquid lipstick person. Like, why am I in a chokehold over these lip liners and glosses? And then had the nerve to get the 3 squirts. Well, those 2. And the one on my lips. I mean, sometimes I am a for real clown. I mean, I admit that. Sometimes the hard ones were the ones. That's how I feel on those rare items when I buy a neutral palette. Yeah, because you can't stand Becky. She cannot stand beige Becky. This one is frozen. And when I swatched it, and of course I swatched on my hand, which is different than my lip color, in the store, I was like, that is so freaking pretty. I had Genesis, I have some really cool glosses, but I'm still a liquid lipstick person. Yeah. Are those liners real glossy in real life? Yeah, we'll do this one again. To me, they look glossy because they're not like a flat matte. And they will probably look different on my lips. But like when I swatched them in the store, my hand, like they did have some shine to it. And this is the other one. And I know these are little swatches. So to me, they do look like there's a little bit of shine to it. And they feel really smooth. Like sometimes for me, pencil liners, sometimes they're either like really dry or they're just so slick that they just like slide off. But it does feel nice as far as I can tell, like on my forehead. I'm glad I don't feel this on my lips because I was concerned when I saw on the website. It said it's whatever. This is Scatter Pearl. Is the description for Frozen. Is there something right here? No, okay. So this one reminded me of Flash Dance from Pat McGrath when I swatched it on my hand anyway, because it had like that blue purple iridescent type look. That color right there. That reminded me of Flash Dance from Pat McGrath. And I'm wondering too how well these would work over a liquid lipstick, because some of my liquid lipsticks, when I put a gloss on top, the gloss like takes away the mateness of the liquid lipstick and then it just moves around and slides all over. And so, but I'm going to experiment with those, especially with my 2 MAC liquid lipsticks. All right, y'all, we're going to get into these eyeliners here. I wonder about the staying power, which is the purpose of a liner. I don't know. I don't know, Tanya. I don't know. So these are the new shades. We're going to swatch my newer shades because we're going to hold off on this one. We're going to put this with the stuff I already have because this is a repurchase. I do prefer the MAC Color Excess Gel Pencil Eyeliners for inner realms and lower lash line because they're dry but not drying compared to the NYX. And I do have quite a few of the NYX. NYX goes on really smooth, but NYX wears off a lot quicker because it's creamier. And so I do prefer the MAC formula better because I'll put a NYX one on and say 8 hours later, I'm looking and like my outer inner rims and my inner rims, like the color has worn off, where these stay until I remove it. My eyes couture, whatever, it ain't going nowhere. Hey, Dawn. I'm not going to tell you we was talking about you. Decided to leave for friends too late, forgot about the live today. You know, every Monday and Thursday. This one, I was curious of how these are going to show up. Even if it doesn't show up on my inner rims, it will show up under here. And MAC's liners do show up. So this one is called Full Sleeve. Full sleeve or what? I don't know. So we're going to put this right here. Wow. Because I have been playing around with different color combinations. My bag is like, will you get off of me? Watch out for double. You're so off because you have 4 days off. That's exciting. I kind of want to see if this is going to show up on my lower lash line. I promise you I'm not going to do this for every one of them because we got a lot to do. Y'all funny when y'all be... And I think that's something new because I don't remember it always showing numbers before. Oh, so it makes it look brighter. This is without, this is with. Okay, I see beads of sweat. Okay. This might be nice for graphic liner too. Somewhere where I don't have wrinkles and my skin isn't puffy and moves. Because this is something different. This is something, okay, okay. And I definitely use these, unlike always using lip liners or gloss. I know I'm a whole ass clown. This one is Bananas. What are some of you guys? Oh, the ranking started about a month ago. Janet, I be losing track of time. I really do. I'm going to tell you a perfect example. Bananas. And there's a period between each letter. Or is that a hyphen? There's a hyphen between each letter and bananas. Why am I getting close? Are y'all close enough, or you want me to bring y'all a little closer? My manual zoom. Oh, squirt fell in my lap. Let me just dump that there. Let's zoom in. So this is Bananas. So Dawn ordered Dead Dino and Slice Society and another weird one. What are those? Like, what product is that? Maybe closer to Deirdre. Like that. I'm gonna see. See, now I'm just curious. Is this one going to show up too? Not so. Oh, a little bit. Not much though. I keep falling off of my inner rim because I'm not using my regular mirror. Damn, like it is there. Yes, that's how it's spelled, Janessa. Do you have this one, Janessa? What are some of y'all favorite... Oh, you're talking about sniff perfume. What are some of y'all favorite liners for inner rims and or lower lash line? For upper lash line, y'all know I use the Lethal water liners for that. I repurchased the Inglots and put them in my kit. I think so. Well, I'll say this. She is signed in because I seen her in the beginning, but we know she be multitasking. She's like all-time multitasker. So she may be doing something else, but she is signed in. This one is The Last Word. Yeah, she'll come in and say hi, and then I don't see anything else usually. I feel like I need to belch. Excuse me. What did I say this was? The Last Word. So Janet, yesterday, well, let me back up for those who don't know. I am nocturnal. I go to sleep after the sun comes up. That is pretty. And I wake up every 90 minutes or so. And I have a habit, which I keep saying I'm going to stop doing, which I've been telling myself that I was going to dab here because it feels wet. But then I'm like, there's product there. I do wake up every 90 minutes or so. And I tell myself I'm going to stop doing that because I'll send back this one. Yeah. And I did look at the shade descriptions, but then I'm like, why am I doing that? Because it's not like I can put a label on it like I do for the lippies because it's so thin. Yeah, but that is, I'm glad I got these because this is my favorite formula. But what is some of your favorite formula for lower lash line or inner rims if y'all do that? And I keep this commitment issues. And when I do wake up, I have a habit of checking my phone for like text messages, emails. And I always tell myself I'm going to stop doing that because when I do wake up to get up, I forget like what I said or what the person had texted. And a perfect example, Janet, was yesterday. For me, your waterline, you buy the chubby pencil. Urban Decay, my eyes is like, bitch, no. Them things. And I was so excited way back because they have all those fun colors. And I bought like 3 of them. I had to return them. I was just like, no. My eyes was not happy. Yeah, I wake up every 90 minutes. And I do usually go right back to sleep. It used to take me a long time to go to sleep because I used to be mad. Because I would wake up and be like, damn, I just laid down an hour and a half ago. Why am I awake? And so I would be so like pissed off. It would take me longer to fall asleep. And so the neurologist, when I was telling him about it, I'm just trying to see if this is going to show up. And he said, well, the sleep cycle is 90 minutes. He said, everybody wakes up. They just don't remember. And he said, it's strange that you actually remember. And I'm like, yeah, I really do. And so once he told me that, I wasn't mad about it anymore. And I'm like, so now I wake up, you know, still every 90 minutes. I look at the clock. Yeah, it's 9:30. I did go to sleep at 8. And then I go right back to sleep because I'm not pissed off. You know what I mean? And so, and when I do wake up, if I feel semi-rested, then I will get up. Ooh, look at that. That's pretty. Okay. Where do we put this one? Oh, that's this one. Okay. And so yesterday, Jen, one of my I call them wake ups. Like when I wake up and I'm not getting up. And a friend of mine texts me. He does construction. He's always done construction. We go way back to like 1984. Not the dude with the house. This is another dude. This is Perpetual Shock. I used to have BH Cosmetics. I wake up every 90 minutes too, but she has sleep apnea. Tanya, he said everybody wakes up every 90 minutes. They usually just don't remember. And that'll be when you roll over in your sleep. This is what he's telling me. That'll be when you roll over in your sleep. Because you got to have some sort of consciousness in your brain to even, for your body to function, for you to roll over in your sleep. He'll say sometimes people will get up and use the bathroom and they won't remember. Some people, they'll wake up, take a sip of water, go back to sleep. So he said everybody wakes up every 90 minutes, but the majority of people just don't remember. And so that helped me not be pissed off. But yesterday, Alexandra used to use BH Cosmetics eyeliner, pretty colors and good formula. Yeah, I didn't know that either, but I was really glad he explained it to me because I would wake up pissed the fuck off. And it would take me like 30 minutes to go back to sleep. So I'm sitting there like, why the fuck am I awake? I just went to sleep. I'm tired. But since he told me that now, I'll just be like, oh, okay. It's weird I remember, but it's normal. The sleep cycle is 90 minutes. And so that's why. I hate leaving my bed when I'm sleepy time. So this is Perpetual Shock. So during one of my wake ups, he had sent me a picture of the land that he was going to pour because he works in concrete. So they map out the land, they clear, rocks, whatever, and then they dig however low they need to dig for the concrete to go in. And he sent me a picture of it. And I wrote something back like, oh, it's going to be a busy day for you. And he wrote back like it's going to be 30 concrete trucks coming. I don't know why I'm still applying that. Like, we can clearly see that. And so later that day, he called me, and I was out and about, and it takes him an hour to drive to work. He moved down to Atlanta. He's from New Jersey. He wants to move back to Jersey. This one is Strawberry Milk. Oh, good night, Monique. Thank you for popping in. Gets a lot of good reviews. I don't have anything made by Miss John. Ooh. But I've heard some good things about it. Strawberry Milk. So he called me later in the day. And he was like, did you get that picture I sent you this morning? I said, I got a picture of land you showed me that you sent yesterday. And he was like, I sent that this morning. And I was like, he tripping. But then later when I looked at my phone, like, yeah, he had sent it that day. But I was thinking it was another day. And a lot of times I am thrown off because usually you go to sleep one day because you go to sleep at night like a regular person and not nocturnal like me, go to sleep after the sun come up. You go to sleep one day, and when you wake up, it's the next day. So sometimes I'm kind of like, what is today's date? Like, what is the day of the week? I'll be thinking it's Thursday. It's like Saturday. Hey, Alicia. We're going to put this one under here just to see if it shows up. And I'm sure it will. If this showed up, I'm sure this one will. And so sometimes I'll just say confused about like what day of the week it is, or like he said, oh, the picture I sent you this morning. I'm like, I got the picture you sent yesterday, because my mind still wants to believe I go to sleep one day and wake up the next day, when in reality I go to sleep in the morning and wake up that evening. Okay, that's something different. That's cute. I will say this, Mac does show up even when I think that they won't. You're like my grandma. I got scared for a second. Hi, Isabella. Got scared? Why? Why you got scared? You thought I was going to poke myself in the eye, or is it something else? Here's some color combinations for you. That inner rim, this lower lash line, that inner rim, that lower lash line. So those are the new ones. This is a repurchase. Excuse me. Janet wants to be, but you don't want to be number one, Janet. Your oily, so radiance and glow are usually bad words, but I'm wondering if it might be like the auric glow lust. Isabella, because I thought my grandma was like on live, lol. Because I look like your grandmother, really? Wow, she must look really young, or I look older than my age. I don't know if that's a compliment or not. And my feelings aren't easily hurt, so it doesn't matter. But I am definitely middle aged. And these days, sometimes grandparents are like my age, depending on how young they had their kids and how young their kids were when they had their kids. You know what I mean? She would, yes, no, your grandma looks young. Okay. Sometimes somebody will ask me how old I am, and they'll say, oh, never mind, you're not supposed to ask the woman his age. I'll be like, 55. I'm proud to be my age, and you know why? Because a lot of people don't make it. There's people in their 20s that's not here anymore. Teenagers ain't here anymore. Some people don't make it. I am proud to say I am 55. And I know I look good. I mean, minus the bag, but still, we accept our features here. So this one is Hellbent, and it is a repurchase. So these are the newer ones I got. This is a repurchase. And then we're going to purchase these that I already have. And you've seen me use all of these in videos. And so I got to keep the new ones separate to make sure I use those. We have a white, and it is bold. I'm cool with my age, but I will be 25 in August. Oh my gosh, dear Alicia. You are so young. Wow. Thank you for sharing that. Now I feel old. I'm like over twice your age. Well, not real. Okay. So I was going to say, in my heart, I'm still like 12. Because y'all know sometimes I could be goofy as hell. Thank you, Deirdre. And that's another reason, too. I don't mind saying my age. Because number one, a lot of people don't make it to 55. And I know I do look good for my age. And so this, when I was at the Playhouse this one time, this one is Incorruptible. And I like that the color is what it is. But most products these days do that. When I was down at the Playhouse, it was this black guy. I should say brown, because I haven't seen like a for real black person in my entire life. I've seen some blue black though, but never just like straight black. But anyway, he asked me, yeah, we goof troop here, and it is okay. Because you know what, it keeps life interesting. And when I have those goofy moments, I just laugh at myself and just be like, hopefully y'all laughing with me. If not, hey, laugh with me or at me. It doesn't matter. You thought Janessa was in 30s? I'm older than Janessa. She said her age in a live or something video, because she don't do lives. I was just like, because I just thought she was around well, she is around my age, but I thought she was more my age than not my age. And I was just like, damn. This one is Pool Shark. And so I asked this guy, so I asked him, he was like, how old are you? Lisa says 20. He says, how old are you? I said, guess how old I am. And he went, and I said, but wait, remember, black don't crack. So then he went, and so he's really looking at me to the point where I started feeling weird. Because I'm like, he was really thinking. And he said, I was going to say 30 something, but you're right. He said, us brown people, we age well. And I said, unless we've been drinking and drugging most of our life, because they just be looking like, oh, hell. But he said, I was going to say 30 something, but I thought about what you said, and you're right. He said, so I'm going to say, he said, and not that you look like it, but I'm going to say you're 47. And I'm like, I'm 55. He went, I said, and when I worked at JJPI, Joseph J. Institute in Philadelphia eons ago, one of the psychiatrists, this is skip the wait list. You think because Janessa reminds you of a co-worker, I knew that was in his 20s, your last job. This lady said, one of the psychiatrists, she said, I was wondering how old you were. She was Caucasian. And she said, I was thinking you had to at least be in your late 20s. Wow, Janessa, you've been here 20 months as official Trollkin. You're well preserved is all the shiny living. Oh, sinful living. I was going to say shiny living. And she said, I was thinking to myself, like she was really thinking like how old I was. And I'm looking at her like, you really trying to analyze me like that? Like, she said, but she knew I had to be either in my late 20s or early 30s if I went straight from bachelor's to master's to doctorate. And there's some programs where you do your master's and bachelor's in the same time, Well, not the same time, but it condenses the time. And she said, so I figure you have to be at least late 20s or early 30s. And at the time, I was like, I want to say like I think I was in my low 40s. And I told her, I'm like, no, I'm like 42 or something. And she just looked at me. And she was like, I would have never known. I thought you was at the most in your late 30s, early 30s, early 30s. Because she was trying to plan out the time. Like, okay, even if she went straight through, bachelor's, master's, and doctorate, that would put her in her late 20s, maybe early 30s. And I'm like, no, I'm 42. I don't care either. I'll tell it in a minute. Because a lot of us don't make it. And I know I look good. We got 3 more. I'm going to just put these under here. Because y'all know I just be putting stuff everywhere on my face. So even though some look similar, there are differences. Now, if I put this one next to that one, it is just going to blend in. This one is brighter than this one, so it'll just kind of be that natural gradient. But they do show up different. Because at first I only got a few of them, and then I was like, let me try the other ones. But they do... Some of them show up better on my inner rims than other ones, but they do show up. You just love to joke because laughter is great medicine. Absolutely. I'm clicking around and checking out the options. The milestone member chat is under the $ icon. Oh, this one is Sick Tap Bro. I do know Sandy was the first. She was my 32nd day one. I hadn't even finished setting up the membership and she had joined. And I was like, oh, fuck, like, what the hell is happening? I'm like, oh, this is really real. Like, damn. Yeah, so, and I used to say, like, within a minute. And she corrected me one time. She was like, no, more like 30 seconds. I was like, okay. 32nd day one. Because, like, as soon as I started doing the process, somebody joined. I was like, I'm not even done yet. I don't tell people I don't tell people because my dad told me something when I was at the beginning of my career. Deirdre says to Janet, I always guess a lot lower than I think. Yeah, we do that. I do that too because I'm just like, and if somebody's had a drug history or an alcohol history, like hard like that, you can look at them and tell. So again, this is skip the wait list. Is it? Yeah. No. Sick Tap Bro. Sick Tap Bro. I didn't say the last one. This is Nudge Nudge Ink Ink. What? I confused myself. This is skip the wait list. I remember we did this one, but where is it and what does it look like? Tanya 3 months. Whoop whoop. I'm confused now, so we're gonna back up. Skip the wait list. See, this is what I'm saying, y'all. I get confused so easy. Skip the wait list. Skip the wait list. Nudge Nudge Ink Ink. I think this is this one. Because it does look the color of the container, the component. Nudge Nudge Ink Ink. No, that don't look like that one. That's Nudge Nudge. I don't know what I was doing. This one is Sick Tap Bro. That ain't that one. Yo, I be getting thrown off. Sick Tap Bro. So... it's not that far off from this one. Oh, thank you, Janessa. She gifted a membership, and that went to Nicole Green. I'm trying to remember if I remember seeing her in chat. Because usually for here, when people come in, they do speak. They are different. This is a little bit deeper, but not by much. And looking at the two together, this way, this looks a little grayish compared to this one. But, like this way, they look the same. Okay. I'm going to sit them to a side because we're going to swatch them again later. Stay the Night, this shade. Thank you so much, Janessa. What did I say? And I say stuff and be forgetting, like, real quick. Stay the Night. It's like my brain is like, we're not going to remember any new information. We're just not. That's why I'm always writing stuff down. I'm like, my brain is like maximum capacity. No. We ain't doing this. So, skip the wait list. That's that one. Just comparing. Stay away from the wrinkle in the bag. Look at my skin moving, y'all. It's just like, they do look similar. I don't even know what one that one was. I think that might have been Hellbent. Oh, I dropped it. So yeah, this is similar to that. This looks like a little deeper. This looks like it has a shimmer to it. Compared to this one, this is more blue and this has a green tint to it. To my eye. Y'all know if you've been here, my eye perceives color different than other people's. This does feel really good on my lips. We're going to do these last two again and then we'll be done for the night. Nudge, nudge, ink, ink. Trying to see where the shininess is on my forehead from them glazes. Nudge, nudge, ink, ink. Are any of these catching your attention for those of you who do use pencil liners? And I love that this is Sick Tap Bro. I love the retractables because for me, once I sharpen the regular pencil ones, they are never the same. And it'll be harsh on my lower lash line. And it's definitely irritating on my inner rims. Okay, so they are different. So which one was it? That looked like something else. I don't know. I don't know. Skip the wait list. All three of these do look different. Not these two, not by much. This is a little bit lighter than that one. So what do y'all think? I am going to be using these glosses in videos because I mean I paid for them. Let me see if what is this? This is Jet. We're going to take Root for Me and see if it'll go over the gloss. This is hella slippery. Ah, it hit my tooth. Hit my tooth. This is my natural lip line, y'all. My lips are crooked. And if y'all been here, y'all know this. And I don't try too hard to correct it because we accept our features here. I work harder when I'm doing somebody else's makeup. Well, not harder, but I work at. Because for me, I don't really work at it really for it to look symmetrical. Because it just is what it is. This is going on, but because this is glossy and the lip glass is a gloss, it is very smooth. I do like it though. I mean, it's different for me. The interior of my lip, my bottom lip looks really pink right now. Just like, is it really like that? But I am going to be using these because, you know what I'll probably do is another thing I'll probably do is when I go out, I'll take one of the liners and one of the glosses. Because usually when I do go out, I will take whatever liquid lipstick I used, but I never touch up my lip. Never, never, ever, ever. So that may be something that I'll do, is carry one of those with me and one of the glosses if I do just want to cover up or refresh, which I never do. But, you know, I'd be lying to myself. It be sounding good when I say it, but it be sounding good when I say it, but I'm glad I clicked the button because I was missing comments. All right, let me catch up. You like the deep? Let me back up. I've been missing it, y'all. Oh my gosh, Janessa, thank you. Yeah, that didn't pop up before. The last comment that was over here was Tanya saying how nice, Janessa. And then I'm like, okay, nobody said anything. And I know y'all be chatting up a storm just like I do on this side of the screen. Thank you, Janessa. She's testing out options to see what it does for your crown score. I'm being a scientist. One time Dawn was doing that. She was doing stuff and I saw stuff popping up and she's like, oh, I think it was the gems. She was like, oh, I'm just seeing what these do and what it is. Thank you so much, Janessa. You're trying to game the system, says Tanya. That is dedication. Says Janet. Yeah, I missed all of these. They weren't coming up. 11, that yellow one. This one right here, that showed up nice. And on my inner rims, it showed up. So if I want to make my eyes look bigger, like the whites of my eyes look more white or whatever, that's when I would put this one maybe, but it's more muted. But this one, I think it does make it look And I forget if the white one shows up on my inner rims or not. Is that okay? 11 yellow one. Is that a deep purple? I don't know which one. I don't know, and I don't put them away. I touched one of the glossy spots. I usually like a dark lower lash line versus the bright one. But usually I put shadow over top of it. And so if I plan on putting like a purple shadow under here, sometimes I will put a purple liner, or sometimes I'll put a brown one or a blue, because then I like how it changes the color of the shadow. But I do, I just kind of do whatever. I like the deeper purple and the blues. Yeah. The science project did something to this. The super chat gave me a big XP boost. And a lot of people forget about like super chats and the chats and super thanks and all of that stuff. And I used to mention it before, and then I'm like, if people want to see, they'll just push and see what happens. What is the XP for? I have no idea. Because even if somebody were to click super chat or super thanks, it doesn't automatically take your money, because then you have to tap what dollar amount you want to put in, and then you have to have your card information in the system already. So I think some people might be apprehensive about pushing buttons, because they're like, I don't want to accidentally like send money or pay money, but it's not automatic. And that's why sometimes when I do talk about the membership, I'm like, it's $2.99 a month. You can cancel anytime, and just clicking it will show you what the perks are. It will not automatically make you join. Because sometimes I click on other people's just to see what my brain is like, why are you still talking? Because I just want to see what their perks are. And I did that before I did my membership, because I wanted to do something that would be more than my usual content. And so that's why we do members only lives. I do members only posts. Once in a while, members only early access. Because I wanted it to be more than just, I don't do anything extra for them when they're financially contributing to the Crazy Troll Nation. But I do appreciate that. It's how they determine the top 3 with the XP. But what does XP mean? I think that's what Elisa was asking. What is the XP for? Like, what does that stand for? White is so stark on your skin tone. Yeah. Mine too. I mean, and I'm tan, but I can imagine. I told y'all about, I'm going to bend down and pick up this pencil eyeliner because it's annoying me that this was on the floor. And I don't know what we were comparing this one to. I don't know. I was going to drop it again. I'm going to leave that out, make sure we use it along with the other new ones, even though it's a repurchase. So when I first buy stuff, I do leave it out in the open, because that'll remind me to use it before I put it away, because if I put it away, it's going to disappear amongst all the other stuff. It's this lady at the VA hospital. She is chocolate. XP experience points, I think. That's what it means in video games. And I think they're trying to gamify the chat. Oh. And I think that's, I think you're right, Janessa, I think that's why they're doing the gems and stuff now, so people can send gems. And I thought that it converted to money, but it doesn't, because I had told Dawn, I said, I'll check in a couple days and see, like, if, because it tells you what you get for chats, for super thanks. Excuse me. So I told her I would tell her, if there was a boost or something, and it wasn't. Which white do you like the most? Janice says Alexandria. Oh, that probably won't ever be on my channel. She's one of the receptionist people. Like when you go to a certain clinic, she checks you in. She is chocolate. She is chocolate. She's like 85% cocoa. She is chocolate. And her skin, y'all, is so beautiful. And she always wears a white wing liner. And the way that pops against her skin tone, I'm just like, damn. And every time I see her, because it'd be different people that work, but every time I see her, I'd be like, I love your eyeliner. And she don't have on eyeshadow or anything. She is chocolate. And she has that white wing liner. And it's just like, and I just be like, damn, that's beautiful. I'd be like, damn. And really, that's all she needs. Like, she doesn't need, well, not that we need makeup, but I'm thinking that's a perfect look. Because it just pops. It's just, and it's white like this, if not more white than this. And her skin is 85% cocoa. Like, she is deep. And it's just like, every time I see her, I'm just like, damn, like, that is so pretty. I tell her every time. And it's to the point now when I see her, I be like, your eyeliner is really pretty. She'll look at me and be like, thank you. And then she'll laugh, because I say that every time I see her. But yeah, oof. I'm be like, damn, that is so pretty. It just pops. So it almost looks like high fashion because the whole face is bare and her skin is beautiful. I don't know if she wears foundation or not, but her skin is just like it's just very smooth. And you just see that white liner, like bam. And I'll be like, damn. Yeah. I used to fake a wig, but now I use fine. What are y'all talking about? You talking about eyeliner? Oh, she asked you what liner you like the best. Oh, I never heard of fake a wig. Oh. Okay, let me click, make sure I'm not missing anything. So that was it for tonight, y'all. We have the rest of this week is swatch parties too. I am planning out my schedule for August, and part of the YouTube community thing, they're challenging us. It's 2 challenges: to do more live streams in a certain period of time, but add one more to the previous time frame, and then also do one more members only live stream. And I'm just like, so I'm looking at this like, I don't know, because I know I do a lot of content anyway, so trying to do extra, I'm like, but and all of it is for the purpose to help us grow and to help us learn new things and do new things. So I do understand it, but I'm just like, I don't know. So I'm trying to plan out August schedule, but I have something go up almost every day anyway. So like, what more can I do? And I think I am going to go back to not having videos air on the same evenings that I do live streams. And so, because I've been doing that, but I really feel like that's just too much content. And I know quite a few of you, you'll circle back and be like, I'm catching up. And so I'm thinking like, damn, like it's hard to stay caught up when I have something go up every day, and then a video in the morning and then a live stream at night. You know what I mean? And so I know some of y'all don't mind it. But I think about those who like try to play catch up. Like, can you ever really catch up with constant stuff like every freaking day? But I really enjoy that. I have ideas and things on my shopping list now. Thank you, Portia. I'm gonna see if they'll let me advertise myself to do makeup for the formal dinner at the conference. I did one last year, but that was kind of just like, she asked me if I would do it. I said yeah, and I didn't even charge her for that. But yeah, I do see that lime green. That's a different kind of color. But I want to see if they'll let me at least do my own post, just like a feed update, to see if I can do that. But then they would have to let me know ahead of time. Like if somebody wants me to do their face, they would have to let me know ahead of time, because I got a lot of stuff in my kit, and there ain't no way I'm dragging all of that. And then nobody wants their face done. So, and it would be a paid service, but if you would like me to do your face, I'll do yours for free. But just let me know ahead of time so I would know like what to bring, because I got a lot of stuff. I got freaking 2 kits, and then a bag, and 2 other bags. But anyway, yeah, I hope they will. And I think they will, because somebody before, I'm not going to say no names, they were like, yeah, just do a post. Because I didn't want to pay to have a spot like in the booklet. I'm like, I don't want to do all that because that's expensive. And they said, well, just do a regular post on your page. I'm like, oh, okay. But I'm gonna just double check before I do that. But yeah, I'm excited about that. Like a registration form with answering questions about complexion and such. No, they just contact me and say they would like me to do with their face, and hopefully, and have them send me a picture so I can see their face, because that'll give me an idea of, do I need to take stuff for like my complexion, or stuff for somebody deeper, or somebody with olive undertone, or whatever. I'm trying to do lives. That would be nice, Elise. Yeah, so not a whole questionnaire thing, but just the basics, so I know like what range of foundations do I need to take, what type of eyeshadow look do you want, because I don't want to take Circle Loco and I get there and I go to their room and they're like, oh, I just want a neutral look. You know what I mean? I enjoy doing them, I really do, and time goes by so freaking fast though. Kay, one of my lives was 2.5 hours, and I'm like, I am not going to be like Kay. Like, I am not going to be over here like 8 hours, but the time was going by so freaking fast. I was just like, oh my God, because we're just babbling like right now, right? But so the lip glosses are on my forehead. I would say just get one. But when I swatched it with my hand, the reflex in them, and that's why I got both of these, because at first I was just like, I'm not getting them. But you see how this shifts in here? You see that blue on the back of my hand? That was gorgeous. This one is more so just a clear, even though it says red pearl, but this one, that's this one. And this one is frozen. So you see that blue shift in there? I was like, okay, I'm gonna get it. I don't remember what something else was. This one was not really a color on me, but then because of the color of my lips too, even though this is on my forehead, usually glosses just look like one of my natural lip colors because my lips are like three different colors. But I would say maybe this one because it'll show up more depending on your complexion. And maybe, well, this I think is this one or not. I don't know. I would say go in the store and swatch them. Because they're not, and we know for most glosses they're not really opaque anyway. I do think, Deidre, that it was the packaging too, because I'm like, that is just so freaking cute. But yeah, I really wanted to get them and I got them, but it is just strange for me. But I am definitely going to use them. Under these top 3 colors are the glossy lipsticks, the glossy lip pencils, and then we put them here again because I forget who, but somebody asked were they glossy, and so these are these 3. So they do actually show up more different than some of the glosses, which is the nature of glosses. These over here are my new edition eyeliners. So you see that they do show up for the most part the color that it looks like on the container, and this one is this one, and you see that the white one is a white one, and I seldom use it because it is kind of stark, but I put this one time just on like my tear duct. Oh, it was so pretty. So I'm like, I know now what to do with that one. But you see all of these do show up what they look like. All of them do. This one shows up the least on my complexion, and that's this one. But y'all know. And then the other ones I have that y'all have seen me use, that's over here. This is Caviar, the black. This is High Drama, something. The Retro Matte Liquid Lip Colors, these 2. And on my lips is the black. It's called Jet. I was shook on the website when it says, okay, the Sting or something. I was like, but you know, they came and went even quicker than the City Beauty ones do. So that's Jet on my lips. Actually, let me put that on my face too, just to make it easier. The purple one is down here, which to me looks like it looks gray. And then Squirt. And we are going to see what these look like over lip pencils and liquid lipsticks. So this is Jet. So you can see it, but then once you start blending it, it just kind of goes away. Y'all, this is messy as hell. And thank you for that tip, Janessa. And it's like foundation all over it. I'm going to tell you now, I'm not repurchasing these because it's too much work to keep it clean. I did clean it out, but you still see my foundation like on that one side. Just for giggles, really quick, and then we'll go. This is Fenty Kaboom. Kaboom! An assistant to carry all my stuff. Thankfully, oh hell! Kaboom shows up so much more than Jet. And I'm just seeing how much it blends out. Because when I put Kaboom on, it kind of looks like this one. What the hell? Get the hell out of here. That's making this look like I have this greenish tint, but it might be because of how it was mixing with my complexion. All right, y'all. This one more thing. I feel like Columbo. I'm blinded. When I'm at the play space, there's always somebody that I'm cool with that'll be like, when I'm bringing stuff in, they'll say, you have more stuff? I'm like, oh yeah. And they'll say, you want me to get it? Thank you. And they'll go get it. And when I'm packing up, one of those same 2 or 3 dudes will come over. What's going out to the car? All of it. Okay, let me know which one where. I said, okay. And so once I get down, I do have help. This is Kaboom. Kaboom is deeper than, ooh. I am surprised. Because I was saying this is what Kaboom looks like, but no. Kaboom is darker. And you notice the interior of my lip isn't as pink looking. Look at that. What the hell? Yeah, so this is definitely more sheer because you were able to clearly see my bottom lip where it's pink in the middle. This one ain't. What? That ain't no black. Wow, I'm glad we did that little experiment because I'm thinking, and Kaboom is described as shimmering holographic black. This is described as black. Now, the packaging color deceives you. Wow. No, it was limited edition. They don't. And I got it right away because I missed the black one they had before. Because 2 different people told me they were going to get it for me, so I didn't buy it. And then neither one of them got it for me. And so I'm like, so when they had this one, I'm like, I'm getting it. Like, I ain't waiting. And I know people forget stuff. Not black, not gray. Yeah. But that's pretty. And it feels better than this one. This one is really slippery. And it kept feeling like I had drool in my corners. But it is a different formula, though. And this is supposed to be plumping. Whether plump or not, I don't know. But, yeah, they don't sell Kaboom anymore. Maybe on some site somewhere, but not on the Fenty site. And I don't know what's going on with Fenty on the Ulta site, but some of their stuff ain't on there no more. And there's some stuff on the Fenty site that's not on there no more. So I'm like, okay, they're doing something. They're doing something. As long as they don't get rid of my pencils, my eyebrow pencils, I'm cool. Yeah, the Squirt gloss is basically just chapstick with a little color, very soft and almost liquidy. I don't regret it purchasing those 3, but I do admit that if I know now what I knew then, I might have just got this one just because it's kind of funky in a good way. I would have skipped the black one because I got Kaboom. And you see even on my lips, it is darker than this one. I still don't regret it though. I don't regret it, but and it was 40% off. Like, so I'm not feeling some kind of way, but I'm just like, But see, now I know. So like, and this was a purchase buy. She took me over to the other stuff, and then I bought these 2. So these are purchase buys. And that's what sometimes happen, purchase buys, that we're just kind of like, if I could do it over, would I still get it? No. Am I upset that I got it? No. Am I going to use it? Yes. And that's that. How Forrest Gump say, and that's all I have to say about that. You're back, Joe. Oh, welcome back. Girl interrupted by coding. Hello and welcome. We're just about to wrap up. Well, actually, we are wrapping up. We swatched all of this stuff. I just love painting my face. Is she doing okay, Joe? You know, that's too personal. Don't answer that. You don't have to answer it. Oh, gosh. Me and my family members very seldom talk on the phone. So when somebody talks to a family member, I'm like, is everything okay? Is something wrong? What's going on? Yeah, I'm the one they call when something happens. Like if somebody just calls me on a random, I'm like, what's up? What happened? Where I need to go? What you need me to do? And they're like, girl, I'm just calling to say hi. And I'm like, oh, okay. Like, seriously, that's my life. Like, seriously. Seriously, it's sad. I'm not a phone person. I am really not. I'm a texter because I can read it when I can get to it. If I'm misunderstanding or if they try to gaslight me, I can say, but what you wrote was, whereas people just say stuff and then they try to say they didn't say it and they be having you thinking you crazy. But if it's something going down or something time sensitive, then yeah, call me. Other than that, just text me. And people who know me, they're like that too. So we understand each other. I'm like, I ain't sitting on the phone, 5 different times of the day for an hour. Like, what? It ain't nothing going on like that. Like, but I know some people do, so I'm not judging. I'm just saying, like, I roll different, but y'all know I'm different, and that's why y'all love me. All right, y'all, we're going to go. Hey, everyone that I missed is settling in here, recovering after a long ride with no AC. Oh my gosh. When I left out the house today to go to Ulta to pick up them 2 whatchamajiggets. The Weather Channel, I have it on my phone. It said 91 degrees. I don't know where their stations are. especially now that 45, 47 has been like decreasing budgets and stuff. So now they can't even give us accurate weather as accurate as before. But the thermometer thing in my vehicle, or wherever it is, wherever the sensor is, it said it was 97 degrees. I'm like, well, the weather channel said 91, but it's always different. It's always higher in my vehicle than the weather channel says. And again, I don't know where they're located, but I'm like, they don't have a thing over my apartment. So, you know, but I'm like, damn, it's hot. But, and it was kind of humid. But anyway, so we're really going to go, y'all, because we just saw my stuff. One of the, I think I scheduled it for members only. I do have a discussion topic, and it's a personal one. So I think it'll be good. It wasn't a good time in my life, but I learned a lot. And so we're going to talk about that. No matter how bad things are, it is always something to learn. I am a firm believer in that. And our history shapes who we are today. And that's why sometimes I say it's important to know who we are. And if we need to relearn certain things, to relearn those childhood things, to be who we are and to learn to love ourselves for who we are. But I'm not going to get on that clinical trip right here because y'all have heard me say all this stuff before. So yeah, it is always higher than what they say. So we are going to go. Thank you so much, everybody, for being here. Thank you for the thumbs up. Thank you, Janessa, for the extra gift. Thank you for gifting the membership. Thank you for the super chat, super thanks. And I think they're the same thing. I don't know why they call them different, but I do appreciate that. And nice to have you back on board, Portia. And I will be seeing you the end of next month in person. Let me know, text me and let me know if you want me to do your face or not. While we are where we're going to go. I'm trying to be cryptic here. And that'll be it for the night. I appreciate everybody being here. If at all possible, one last thing, says Columbo. One more thing. If at all possible, someday I'm going to create a super cut of every time you say, okay, we're going to go, and then we don't go. Don't be fact checking me. I am not 47. Don't be fact checking me because they be showing clips and stuff. And I'll be like, damn, like he thought people forgot. No. Seriously though, when at all possible, when Grace has her live streams, attend her live streams. She gets a lot of like bad trolls and a lot of like beyond random randos. And so just, you know, show her some extra support and some extra love. If you see she's on, or turn your notifications on for her. If y'all see she's having a live stream, some of them are members only though, but consider joining her membership too. But if it's a public live, see, there go one right there. If it is a public live, please do attend. Because they be off the chain. And on that note, we're going to go. MW, why is my face painted like that? You're going to have to watch the replay, and then you'll see why my face is painted like this. Shh, Janessa, shh. Yes, it's a serious answer. When this is over, it'll automatically convert to a video, and so just watch the video, and you'll see what everything is and why. Yeah. So we're going to go, but yes, come back and watch the replay. It'll be ready in like 2 minutes. And for everybody else, thank you for being here. Thank you to MW for popping in. And we're going to go. We'll be back here Monday night for a live. Got videos going up tomorrow and probably Saturday. Something, I don't know. But we're getting ready to go. So you're not going to see nothing else other than this. Yeah. But we do lives here Monday and Thursday, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So feel free to pop in any of those. And I have videos that go up usually Monday through Friday in the morning. And so there's lots of content on my channel to see. And that goes for everybody. But most of you know that already. And so we're going to go for now. You'll see my video tomorrow. Come back later, MW, to watch the replay of this and see what this is. And for the rest of you, we will be back here Monday night for another live stream, and I think Tuesday too, but we are going to go this time. Thank you, MW, I appreciate it. Make sure you subscribe and consider joining the membership too. So we're going to go seriously. Oh my God, how many times did I say that? So as always, self-acceptance, self-love, that is the Crazy Troll Nation way. Thank you, and you all will see me soon. Bye.